Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to check in with our budget for the month of February, and we're going to be looking at the third week of the month. So bill wise, we had a couple bills come out. We had Massage Envy come out. Thankfully, this is going to be our last payment for Massage Envy. So the way that it works with their company is you sign a contract for 12 months and you have to have all 12 payments come out before you can cancel your account. So believe it or not, we've had Massage Envy now for years, because what we were doing previously is we'd let a payment go through and then we would freeze it. We would freeze our account, and you can freeze it for up to 6 months. And so we would just kind of like let a payment go through, then freeze it for 6 months, let a payment go through. And then finally now we're getting to our 12th payment. So lesson learned, we will not be doing that again, but that did come out. So that will be gone next month, which is great. I just need to make sure I get down there and cancel it. And then we also had Banner Life come through, which that is my life insurance for myself. So that's pretty much it as far as bills. I am filming this on the 24th, so tomorrow we're gonna have a couple bills coming out. T-Mobile is actually gonna be much, much higher than that, because for my current phone, I was on their, I think it's called the Jump program or some sort of program. It's a lease program, and when the lease is up, you have the option of renewing the lease or just paying off the balance of your phone. We're just gonna pay off the balance of my phone, which is like $300 something, and then that way our phone bill will go down moving forward and everything. So that bill is gonna be a lot more than the $160, which kind of stinks, but I just completely forgot about that when I was putting together my February budget. So yeah. Just thought I would mention that. That will come out by the time I'm doing my week 4 check-in and budget results for February. I wanted to show you guys a pretty cool little trick. So I'm in GoodNotes 5, and the planner you see here is actually a planner from my Etsy shop. It's my digital budget planner, and then I'm using my digital budget stickers and inserts and stuff like that. So in GoodNotes 5, if you're not familiar, whenever you are using digital products, you want to use some sort of PDF reading annotation app. And so I prefer GoodNotes 5, but there's other ones out there. There's Notability and NoteShelf. There's one called Xoxo, which is apparently really good for like Android devices. And then there's also OneNote that you can use, which is a Microsoft program. So in GoodNotes, if you want to navigate around with the different hyperlinks and things like that, because this planner is hyperlinked, you would typically turn the pen tool off. See what I just did there? And that allows you to just kind of click around and everything. Well, apparently you don't have to actually turn the pen tool off to be able to use the hyperlinks in the planner. So it makes sense to have the pen tool off if you're just flipping around in the planner and you're going here and there and all that. But if you're like writing and using stickers and all that at the same time, you can actually have your pen tool on, and as long as you have the lasso selected, you just press down where you want to go, and see how that highlighted there? Maybe I'll like zoom in so you guys can see, but like there, and see how that open link pops up? You can actually click open link, and that's gonna take you to that page, which is really cool. So I had no idea that it could do that, but all you literally have to do, again, is make sure your lasso tool is selected and then press down for just like a couple seconds and then go to open link, and there you go. So we're gonna go to the weekly check-in page and check in for the third week of the month. So I'm gonna make sure my images is turned off, because if it's turned on, it's gonna move this insert around. So what you're seeing here, this insert, let me just turn it on so I can show you guys. This is actually an image. So see how I'm like moving that around? That's how the budget planner works. You can put different inserts. I have 42 of them, so quite a few options. But if I were to try to lasso all of this and move it all, it's gonna move my image as well. So what I do is I make sure images is turned off, and then that allows me to just copy and paste or move around this text. So I'm gonna copy and paste this. Oops. I really love the undo button. So copy and paste. So I'll do that. And then we'll take a look at our spending from the past week. Not a whole lot went on this past week. We really didn't do a whole ton. So we ate out after church as per usual. That's kind of our thing, is every Saturday after church we eat out. It's just kind of nice to, like, you know, get home from church, be able to just eat dinner, not have to worry about cooking or cleaning up a whole bunch of dishes and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna pull up my calculator and we're going to add this up. So eating out is orange. I forgot to highlight my categories, but I just use this highlighter. I love it because it'll just automatically straighten it out, which is really nice. And then groceries is pink. Okay, so eating out, that is $13.11 plus $7.38 plus $11.28. So $31.77. I'm gonna go ahead and check those off so that we know they were tracked. And we'll go over here and put in for eating out $31.77. And I'm actually gonna use the, I'll erase this. I'm gonna use a slightly thicker pen, just that middle one there. So eating out, $31.77. And as of last week, we had $37.52 remaining. Sorry that is like completely out of frame. So we have $5.75 remaining in eating out. So not very much at all. So yeah. And then for gas, I do not believe, yeah, we had 0 for gas, 0 for unbudgeted. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in real quick, and then we'll figure out groceries. So we still have $21.31 remaining in gas, and I believe we still have 3/4 of a tank. So I think we're gonna end up being under gas because I don't see us putting any more gas into our car this week. We really don't drive very many places. We were able to walk Maddie to school. We can actually walk to restaurants. I work from home full time. My husband's a stay-at-home dad, so that's why we ended up selling our second car. And yeah, it's kind of nice. We're paying very little for car insurance and then very little for gas because we just don't really drive around all that much. The most that the car does get used is if my husband's going to the gym and when we go to church, and even all of that is like super, super close by. So it's been really nice kind of to decrease our expenses in that way. Okay, so grocery. We had one transaction for $59.27, so we are going to be over in grocery because let's see, last week we had $32.31, and then we spent $59.27, so $26.96 is what we are over. So we'll do $59.27 and then $26.96. Now I'm just gonna change the color of that real quick to red. So yeah, we are currently over. So it's always kind of confusing. Like this last weekend of February, I don't know if we're gonna count that towards our groceries for March or well, it almost has to be. We're just gonna have to try to make do. Hopefully we can go like another, let's see, it'd be a full week and a half without buying groceries. There's gonna be a few things we're gonna need, like bananas, milk for Julia, things like that. But hopefully we can keep it very minimal, like within $20, I would say. If we can do that, then that would be good. So, and we are switching up the way we're doing our grocery shopping in March, and you guys will see that in my March budget video. So, so yeah. All right. And then we have nothing remaining for unbudgeted because we do not budget for unbudgeted. So that takes care of our spending there. And I'll close the calculator. And as far as our sinking funds are concerned, we've had a couple transactions since we last touched base. I meant to say like checked in, touched in, whatever. But anyways, so we left off, I believe, at Cold Stone. So we did go to Hobby Lobby and we were able to pick up a really nice mirror for our entryway wall, as well as a couple decor items. So that was tracked under home projects. And then I went to Old Navy and I was able to find some really nice workout pants. They are so comfortable. I don't remember what they're called, but they were on sale. They were 30% off. But they just feel very like buttery and smooth and very stretchy and just very comfortable. So I was able to get a couple pairs of workout pants as well as a workout shirt. And then I did pick up Easter dresses for the girls. So some clothing money went out of those accounts and everything. I'm very torn on sinking funds for moving forward. I just feel like such a doofus sometimes, because here's the thing, is when we are, what am I trying to say? We don't make a ton of money, obviously. You guys see that. You see what we have coming home. We're just your average middle class, you know, income going on over here. And when we have a ton of sinking funds, it really affects our ability to save big chunks of money for big goals. So we are working on a really big goal right now, and that entails us really beefing up our emergency fund. So Andrew and I have been talking about it, and we're like, okay, well, we are not going to be able to save super aggressively with all of these sinking funds. Like, so we're debating putting them on pause, some of them we will continue to save for, like car maintenance, for example, and clothing and things like that, because those are necessities. But clothing we can even pare back quite a bit. So I don't know what that's going to look like for March. We still have a lot to figure out as far as that's concerned, but I want to try to get our emergency fund to $25,000 like by September or so. Sometime around there is our goal. So yeah. If we're putting, you know, a ton of money extra to sinking funds, then obviously we're not gonna be able to save up as quickly. But the thing is that I feel like you're always working towards like big goals. So I don't know, I've been having a hard time figuring out how to fit sinking funds in, and maybe it's really just that we need to scale them back quite a bit. I mean, we have quite a few sinking funds. So I think I talked about in one of my last videos the possibility of me not getting eyelash extensions anymore, because I would much rather accomplish the goal that we're working towards versus having lashes for now. Maybe that's something I could have later. Christmas is something that comes up every year, but maybe we don't have as big of a Christmas. I don't know. Clothing, like I said, that's something that we would continue to have. Diapers and household will fit into a different category, which I'll explain that later. There's car maintenance. Family pictures. I mean, a lot of these things do seem like necessities outside of like Mommy 2.0 is not a necessity. That's something I could save for later on. Golf for Andrew. Holidays, we could just budget for Easter, for example, in April. I don't know. But then the sinking funds also do bring me a ton of peace of mind, because it's just nice having money set aside for certain things. So I don't know where to draw the line. I don't know if we should just like take a couple sinking funds and throw those into our regular budget and kind of do it that way, like the ones that are more necessary, and then pause the rest, or if we should just pare them down quite a bit. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to Andrew about it and figure out what we want to do, because we really need to be aggressive with saving right now in our emergency fund. Right now we have enough for 3 months of expenses, but I would like at least 6 in our emergency fund. And then we also have our backyard to save for. We have remodeling our bathroom and our master bedroom, which is really not that important. It's not that big of a deal, but we definitely want to get our backyard done soon. And just, yeah, it's just hard, you guys. It's hard to prioritize some of these things. Like, I can't wait to be in a position where we have a predictable income coming in every month, and our emergency fund is totally done. Our backyard is done. And we have sinking funds that we're able to, you know, contribute towards every single month. Like, I would love to be in that position, but because of the goals that we're working towards and not really knowing what the future holds and things like that, like Andrew may or may not be going back to work soon. We're not really sure. It's just a lot. Oh man. Normally change doesn't bother me, but when it's so much change all the time, it's starting to get to me. I don't know. I feel like there's people out there that just have their stuff figured out so well, and that like we just can't do it. I don't know why. I don't know. Anyways, clearly I'm a little frustrated about this, but I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, that's where we're at. So just wanted to kind of let you guys know we're still figuring out our March budget. That video is supposed to be going up next week, so you guys should see that hopefully if we're able to figure things out in the next couple days. So yeah. But anyways, guys, that is it for this weekly check-in. Sorry for venting a little bit. Sometimes I'm like talking out loud about these things and I'm kind of like working through it with you guys. I don't know if that makes any sense, but sometimes it just helps to like talk about it out loud to figure it out. And you know, this is life though. Things change, you know, I don't know. Things change. Your goals change. You as a person, you change. Like, and when you change, typically your priorities change, and when your goals change, obviously your priorities change, and that trickles into other areas of your life, like your budgeting and all of that. So maybe I just need to go with the flow a little bit more. That's probably what needs to happen. So I just need to go with the flow. But I watch a lot of other budgeting channels, and they do the same thing every month, and it's like clockwork, and it's this like beautiful, well-oiled machine system that they're using and that they've been using for so long, and I feel like that's not at all us. So hopefully you guys don't mind that. At least it keeps it interesting, I guess, in some way, because you never know what to expect when it comes to the Robinson budget. God, we're such a mess, but we're figuring it out, you guys. We're figuring it out. It's just gonna be something that happens eventually. And yeah, so anyways, enough rambling. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to catch all my future videos, and I will chat with you all later. Bye.